Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Chimaza. Welcome to your contact and examination-based classes for 2018, Applied Communication in Policing A, Policing Diploma. Welcome to the Applied Communications in Policing Module 1 in particular. I'm your tutor for Applied Communication, and I will mark your assignments as well as the examination for this subject. I wish you all to be hardworking, dedicated, and self-driven students in this course. This presentation will cover the examination questions as well as the content in the module. General guidelines on writing exams will be explained. Subject overview. This module is served as a firm foundation for other modules in diploma. Throughout your career, you'll be required to describe events in English in your own words. Grammar refers to the study of or rules for forming words and combining them in sentences. These rules must be applied to enable you to express meaning. Punctuation marks can be seen as road signs, just as these signs tell you when to slow down or stop, so punctuation tells you how a line should be read or understood. Always remember that if a punctuation mark is not adding anything useful, it should be avoided. Tenses are used to show which event or action come before others. The verb indicates the time of action. Combining sentences clarify meaning, groups related ideas together, and cancels unnecessary detail. Module requirements. The attendance for all contact training opportunities that are organized by IOL is compulsory. Acquire the study guide and all relevant prescribed study material or recommended website information. All assignments must be handed in on time. Students who, with specific circumstances, struggling to meet deadlines should contact IOL in time. All forms of academic dishonesty, such as cheating and plagiarism, are prohibited. You are encouraged to manage your study time well and engage in learning circles. Focus on understanding, asking what, why, and how questions before memorizing the content. Admissions to examinations depend upon successful attainment of the required continuous assessment mark. Exit learning outcomes. After studying this module, you will be able to discuss the significance of organization communication, explain the nature and role of communication used in the police structure, discuss the various mediums to communication. Exam questions. These exam questions are discussed as a summary of the assignments as they appear on the tutorial letter of 2018. Here are the following questions. Define the term organization. A student is required to learn and master all the definitions. Explain the basic type of questions. To explain it, to describe something and indicate relationship between things. Make clear the why, that is the reasons, and how, that is the examples of the features. Describe the various approaches, styles used by management in communication. You need to describe, that is to provide detailed features of an issue or stage of a process in a logical sequence, using numbers and headings and proper sentences. It is not necessary to discuss the subject by referring to arguments for and against. Discuss the importance of organizational communication structure. To discuss now is to give a clear description and then argue about features by pointing out positive and negative features, arriving at a conclusion. Question 2. Discuss the nature of communication process. Define the nature of the communication and explain. This might require you to explain with the aid of a diagram. There is no particular diagram in the module when it comes to the nature of communication. But as a student, when you are required to draw a diagram, Make sure you incorporate all the components in this diagram that you are going to draw. Explain the values of an effective communication system. Define and explain effective communications and describe about the values of effective communication. Understand internal and external communication. You need to be able to define and explain internal and external communication. You need also to know the difference between the two. Question 3. Discuss the forms of communication. Explain the various forms and mediums through which an effective and efficient communication can be conveyed in an organization. Explain the medium of communication. These are letters, radios, TV, newspaper, adverts, and social media. Instructions and information to candidates. What should you do in this exam? Provide sufficient answers, meaning don't write too little or too much. Also check the mark allocated to determine the length of your answer. Try by all means to use your own words and refer to your experience. Make sure your statement's idea makes sense to what you intend to do. Also note that the modules that you did in pre-certificate and certificate level, you might also use some information from those modules. So always refer back to those modules as well. Good luck with the exam. Do not hesitate to contact me should you experience some challenges in your studies. My contact details are email zabe.chim@yahoo.com. My phone number is 0817 356 991.